Geno, when you have been elite and at your very best, there's a lot of under center, a lot of play action, and I know there was a lot of that in the game plan Pete said today just got out of hand. But how much more would you like to see that? Because it's really playing to your strength.
I think I have a lot of strengths, so I don't think it's one particular thing. I think just I got to play better. That's flat out. Whether it's drop back, play action, quick game, in the run game, got to play better.
A lot of the attention was on the Chiefs' offense. You went against this defense. You guys really struggled against this defense. Can you talk about how tough they were to play against today?
Yeah, I think we beat ourselves for the most part. You think about when we did get some things going, we had penalties that backed us up. We played in some first and 20s. It's tough to do in the NFL. We had about 15 plays in the first half, so we didn't get a chance to get into a rhythm. And then second half, we didn't do much either. So, they're a great team. Historically great team. They've been, together for a while. These guys, they understand what it takes to win, and we're a developing team. And so whenever you come out and you don't, do things the right way and you don't play the right way and you shoot yourself in the foot early on, you don't take advantage of your opportunities, it's going to be an uphill battle, and that's what it was today.
Did things compound themselves? I mean, the more you struggled, did it make it even harder?
It's going to be hard. The NFL is a hard game as it is. It's never going to be easy. We got tough games every week. And so, again, when you don't, play the right way and you don't play up to your standard, it's going to be extremely tough to win games.
Those are hard lessons that, you guys have learned a few times this year with the penalties and shoot yourself in the foot, like you said. At what point does it have to start turning over from becoming lessons that you learned to lessons that you have applied now and are avoiding?
It should have already turned over, in my opinion. Like I said, we're a developing young team. When I look at what's going on, I think about, that's the reason I'm here to help right this thing and help right the ship. And, it's tough, man. Mentally, you prepare all week. I thought we had a good week of practice. I thought we had a good game plan going in. I thought guys were focused and locked in. There's something that we didn't, do right to have this outcome. And so there's a lot of soul searching that's got to be done. Every man's got to look within himself. A great coach told me, not to be a finger pointer, but a thumb pointer. And so, I point the thumb right at myself and I say, what do I do to get better? How do I help my teammates get better? And that's the reality. And so I'm working hard. There's not one thing that I'm not thinking about that'll get this thing done. But, I have faith, and that's the biggest thing. I have faith that we'll get it turned around.
I know you don't make excuses, but you're down Colton Miller, you're down Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers. Is there a way to calculate what those losses mean to this offense?
They're great players, but again, man, it's the NFL, man. Guys got to step up. There's no excuses to be made. I'm not sitting here, when I'm out there, I'm not thinking about those guys not being out there. I'm thinking about the guys the 11 guys that we have on the field and how do we execute together to get it done. And again, we're not getting it done right now at any phase. And whenever something looks wrong, I tell you guys all the time, put it on me, because it's not about the guys who aren't out there. It's about the guys who are, and I'm out there. And I got to make the plays, and I got to get it done.
How do you look at this week ahead, being a bye week? Is it like a good time to recalibrate, or does it come kind of at the right time?
I just want to play football. I just want to play ball. I just want to get to practice. I want to work. I want to figure out how to make this team better. I could care less about a bye week. You know what I mean? I'm just focused on getting better as a player.
Geno, one of the things Carroll mentioned was the lack of big plays that's kind of led to the offensive struggles. What do you think is a tribute to you guys now getting a lot of explosive plays out there?
I would have to exactly look at it, but again, teams are playing us a certain way, and first you're saying, sometimes it's, hey, we need more big plays or we need to be more efficient. It's football, man. Guys got to make plays. A man beat a man. That's the name of the game. Guys get paid on both sides of the ball. They practice, we practice. It's the NFL, man. You got to go out there and make plays. I don't know how else to explain it. Guys got to make plays. It's simple.
You talked in how there was mental focus during the week, but with some of the nature of those penalties, at least on offense, is that maybe attributed to the lack of mental focus?
I think guys are just maybe trying a little bit too hard. Maybe guys are just, maybe I can't speak for everybody, but I think, when I assess it from my point of view, I think maybe guys are just trying a little too hard, or, guys want to win, and guys sacrifice a lot to go out here and play this game. And when you're not getting the outcome that, the results that you want, frustration will set in with some guys. And so, whether or not that's the case, you you always got to think about the bigger picture and think about when you make mistakes or when you have penalties, turnovers, you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting the team, you're hurting the guys around you, the other guys who are sacrificing as well. And so it's always bigger than just one person or just one player. It's a team game. And again, man, we all have to go out there and make plays. Every guy's got to make plays of whether you're offensive lineman, tight end, receiver, running back. When the ball's in your hand, you got to make plays. When you got to block the man in front of you, you got to tackle. I mean, it's football. Blocking and tackling. It's always going to be the game. And until we just do those things exactly right every single game, we're going to still be climbing. And I'm not bitter about it. I'm really upset that we just aren't the team that I envision us being yet. But we'll get there.
What do you and the other key leaders have to go back and talk to your teammates about? What are some things that maybe you can point out to, or things that you're...
Talking not going to get it done, I'm going to be real with you. Talking ain't going to get it done. It's going to be on Sunday or whenever we play, go out there with bad intentions and get it done. It ain't going to be about what we say. You can't motivate, these guys, everybody in the locker room has got to look within themselves, and then as a unit, we got to come together and continue to come together. Tough losses like this should be a gut check, and it should make you lock in more with your teammates. And so we got to lock in more with our teammates, and we got to play better.
Do you think that that's an issue at all, or can you tell?
No, I don't see any issues, but I think again, when you don't get the result that you want, there's got to be some issues, right? 31-0, that's embarrassing, man. We put too much into this game to come out here and just not have a shot, and my heart's broken for really the Raider fans. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot that goes into this, and there's a lot of things on that field that we can do better. And so again, I'm not looking at anyone else. I'm looking at myself when I say that. And so when I think about the game and how we can get better, I think about how I can play better and how I can lead my teammates better and how I can play better on that field.
All right, thanks, Geno.
Thank you, Geno.
Thank you, guys.